Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be continuing the Dark Souls 3 playthrough, and before we start going through the undead settlement, I just want to point out a few things quick. So, before I started recording this video, I died a bunch of times just here in Firelink, because to get the levels from our friend down here, you have to get a certain amount of hollowed, which can be attained from dying once you get your first level. So I ended up getting fully hollowed, well, not fully hollowed, but enough that I can get all the upgrades. So now I look like this right now. And our friend is actually dead, sadly, but in his place we have Yuria right here.
Oh, prithee, art thou good Yoel's master? I am Yuria of Londor, a close friend of his. Thanks to thee, Yoel's soul is redeemed. Allow me to express my Another matter, thou a lord art thou not, bearer of the dark sigil, and our Lord of Hollows. For the time thou remainst our Lord, we of Londor shall serve thee, and I, of course, am also thine.
Alright, so basically, she has a few items here that you can buy. I don't think I need any of them. Don't need that, I don't want that. Londo, nah. And I'm not gonna use sorceries or anything, yeah. Alright, so I'm good with her stuff. I don't need to buy anything from her, but... Also, Grey Rat's here, but we can't really do anything with him yet. But that's basically it. So I ended up getting all those levels, and I put them into 3 levels in endurance so I have a little more stamina, and I put 2 in vitality so that I can actually equip that second ring I got right here. And then I don't think we gave her... Yep, we need to give her the Firekeeper soul.
Ashen One, this is much like what lies within me. Then let it find its own place within my bosom. She will understand. We are both Firekeepers after all.
There we go.
May the flames guide the...
Okay, so basically, now that we've given her that, that's why I won the 20,000 souls, we can heal the Dark Sigil for 4,000 souls, which is not much at all, which... Basically, the Dark Sigil is this item right here, which accumulates the curse, which leads to you being hollowed. So you get them when you use those upgrades that Yoel gives you, and you become hollow. When you're hollowed, you can take more damage from certain things and stuff like that. There is an ending that requires you to be hollowed, but I'm probably not going to do that. It's just other stuff that I don't really feel like doing. But basically... the healing the Dark Sigil takes, I believe, 5 levels worth of souls. So it's really good that I started out as the deprived class and that I didn't really level up or anything before now. Because you saw in my other videos, it wasn't actually that hard for me to get to this point in the game or anything. Like, I died a few times, but it wasn't that crazy. And because of that, I only have to spend 4,000 souls rather than 20,000 or something later when I've already upgraded. So that was my plan from the start, basically. And now that we have that all set up, we can just start going through the undead settlement here. We're gonna let these dogs that get let loose right here, we're gonna let them kill everything for us. That way we don't have to deal with that at all. And that's about it. It's not that hard to get anywhere from here. Dogs. Worst enemy in any Souls game. They're just so buggy and fast. here's my problem with dogs like that, like the little dogs. In Dark Souls 1, there's Sith and stuff like that. That's not my problem. And in Dark Souls 3, there is a kind of a boss, I guess. It's not really a boss, but close enough, I guess. But those dogs, not a problem. These dogs do like to, you'll probably see in a later area, but they like to teleport, which is stupid. Like, they'll teleport up to you from behind sometimes, which is just broken. And they're just, other than that, just their attacking is really annoying and fast and kind of sucks. They're not too much trouble normally. Alright, these enemies are really easy always, because you can actually, if you're ever like surrounded by them or anything, you can actually just roll into them, and it'll let you, stagger them, I guess. Yeah. So basically, they'll just like stumble back a little ways and you can either get them out or whatever. And you can knock down these bodies. You especially need to knock down that one. And there's just a few items around that I'm gonna pick up. Oh, and I'm also going to be showing how you get the Mound Maker's Covenant, just for fun. And because why not? It doesn't really help me at all, but like, I might as well just get it for fun. So this area is how you get one of the covenants. Not this specifically, but the undead settlement. There's a covenant here. Actually, two, I guess, technically. Because you can get the Warriors of Sunlight here too. But I think you can get that one later as well. It's easier to get it now, but you can get it later if you want. Oh, right. The item I just picked up was Loretta's Bone, which, if you remember Grey Rat, he asked me to give a woman in the undead settlement a ring, and basically you find that bone, which is the person's bone that he wanted you to give the ring. So now if I go back to Grey Rat in Firelink, he'll tell me I can keep the ring. So I'll do that a little later. And yeah, that's about all there is to that. These enemies are a little annoying. There's this big mob of enemies here, and they just all attack. Well, not all of them, and especially you can separate them pretty easily, but...
Cleanse the bastard's curse.
Backstab! Jeez, I really need to upgrade, like, strength or something. I don't know how I took damage there. That makes sense. Like, actually. But I just took damage, like a little bit damage when she got up for no reason.
Oh, cleanse the bastard's curse.
And we're backstab, and that should be enough to kill. There. Perfect. Didn't get anything from her, but that's not a problem. Estus. So, one thing I want to add about this playthrough, in some other games I like to run past enemies or stuff like that sometimes. Like in Ender Lilies, I might not kill everything. I probably will kill most stuff, but like, there's a few areas where I'm not gonna kill stuff just because it's annoying to kill enemies or whatever. And stuff like that. But for the most part in this area, I'm going to Or not this area, just this game. In Dark Souls games, I like to kill all the enemies I find. Just, they give you souls, they can drop items. It's good to kill enemies. And, I mean, that's kind of the point of the game, is fighting, so... There's a good story, but, like, it's based around fighting, so... Okay. So, there is an area over here, which we'll need to go later. But for now, I'm just going to pass it because there's something else I want to get over here beforehand. That will just make... it'll make my life way easier, basically. I'll skip a lot of going through this area again if I go this way a little more. I forgot how strong this one is. Okay, so here's another little thing that took me a few playthroughs to find this, but okay. So right here, there's a spot you can jump down to right here, which it took me a long time to find that myself. And down here, though, the reason it's so good to go down here is there's actually a bonfire right here. Which, it's very easy to skip this bonfire. Like, it really isn't that crazy. But, it is nice to have here. Like, you can just use it to... Oh, right. Also, you actually need it to unlock a NPC that I'm not going to use, but I still want to unlock them. And enemies here. And okay. Here's our friend right here.
Unkindled, are we? Welcome to my abode. I am Cornix, an old pyromancer.
That's his name.
A crow in his cage, as you see now. But here we are. An encounter for the ages. I hear the unkindled make for fine vessels. Care to learn some pyromancies from this old man?
Yes, please.
Most wise. A chance to reiterate, I am Cornix of the Pleasure is mine.
Okay. Hand axe. I wonder if that's better. And can I even use it? It is better. Ooh. I'll just use that for now then. Okay. So we've got a new weapon, so that's great. Got this area up here cleared for the most part. And let's see. If I want to do that, I'm gonna need to... Okay, yeah. Ooh, I really like this one. It's nice and quick. There we go. Okay, this weapon is sick. I don't think I've ever used the hand axe as a weapon. Like, I don't think I've ever used it at all. But that's like, this is really good. It does more damage, so like, it's just all around better for me to use. Alright though, so we did rest at the bonfire, yeah, I rested at the bonfire, so these enemies are going to be alive again. But that's not really a problem. It's not going to matter that much. Just quickly kill them again. And like I said, I had something to do before going to that path, but now we're just going to go down that side path. It shouldn't take that long. It is kind of difficult, which is why I wanted that bonfire. There's a lot of enemies over here. So there are enemies on those rooftops that will shoot you, but there's also enemies on the walls and like around corners and stuff that will attack you. And they can be a little annoying, to say the least. There's them. This one. I'm gonna try and drag this one away from the ones that are shooting me. There. This is going surprisingly well, actually. Normally I would have gotten hit way more than this. Oh, am I using that weapon? Oh. No. Wait, maybe? I can't tell what they're using. I couldn't tell. I wonder what those gray rat-like enemies are using something. There's an NPC.
So Grunton carries a cage. He ever has his cage. And Nana's never coming back. So come into the cage and become Nana's shade.
Okay. So that NPC doesn't actually really do anything. Like, he doesn't go to Firelink or anything. Or they? I don't know. I guess they, because there's multiple of them, but also it's just the... I don't know. But basically, we did that. And there's another item up here, which... Homework goals. That was a little too close. There's this guy right here, which looks like the other enemies. Or some of the other enemies anyways. And so you think you need to attack him when you get here. Or at least I always have. Awesome. Wanted that item. But you actually can get into the cage on his back. And that's actually how you get the Moundmaker's Covenant, is you have to get into the cage. Oh, also, you have to do it before the boss of this area, because if you fight the boss of this area, you can't... I don't think you can get in the cage. But... that's about it. And I'm dead. You threw me down a cliff. Hello, friend. Okay, there aren't any items here, right? Yeah, no items, really. Got a friend right here.
This pit is for hollows. Or perhaps you... Yes, then we are just fine. It's important to know who you are, but we'll all be mad soon enough. And should you be undead, beware, you might...
Moundmaker's Covenant.
You'll see when you get...
So there you go. That's how you get the Moundmaker's Covenant, which I'm not really going to use, and then you can pray there to actually get stuff. Or to give the Covenant items and stuff like that. But I don't think I'm going to do that at all. I don't really need to. Yeah, I can't really think of anything that I would need by doing that. Let's see, though. I am back underneath here. Could I clear the area in 10 minutes? Maybe this area. Alright, I'm gonna try and fight a mini-boss, I think. See if I can do that quick enough. I don't know if I'll be able to, but I might be able to. And by that I mean, like, fast enough, too. Because like always, I don't want to draw these episodes out super long, but I think I should be able to get there fast enough. Like always, too close. Ember. That's nice. Aw. Thought that would be faster. So why am I using the... I don't know. He's gonna fall. Perfect. Now we don't have to deal with him. Got him. Okay. I'm hoping I don't have to fight that one yet. Like I will, but just I want to deal with these friends first. Okay. Come on. That's what I'm talking about. I was holding up my shield right there, and it just did damage to me anyways. Okay. No, I'm not going to be able to sneak that way. I'm going to try and sneak up behind this guy. They have the, they have a big wooden plank behind them, so you can't actually backstab them. But I should be able to just do a very strong... Yes. Further? Aw. The thing about these guys is they throw the pot at you, and one of the other ones over there did, and that does a lot of damage to you if they hit you with the pot, but also they just they are easier to kill if they don't throw the pot. Like the attacks they have are easier.
Another one of those unkindled, are you? All you faceless undead, behaving as if you deserve respect. No matter. Heed my words. If you've any sense, you go find a coffin to huddle up inside. You here, in this land of hollows. You're like a frail maiden on the front lines. If, like the others, you're fool enough to play the champion, then go on ahead. Traipse right past the abandoned church. You'll face death. And it won't be pretty. Enough death to leave you broken. Time after time.
Yeah. Heard that before. That's what persistence is for. Okay. So... oh, actually, I could do... I might be able to do 2 mini-bosses, honestly. Here's one of the best characters, probably the second best character in the game.
Oh, pardon me, I was absorbed in thought. I am Siegbert of Katarina. To be honest, I'm in a bit of a pickle. Have you ever walked near a white birch only to be struck by a great arrow? Well, if I'm not mistaken, they come from this tower. Whoever it is, I'm sure I can talk some sense into them. But I have to find a way up. And that's just the trouble. This lift only goes down, you see, and, well, that doesn't get me anywhere.
Alright. So there's our friend Sigurd of Katarina. One of the best. Not the best character, but one of the best. And then right in this area down here is the one of the mini bosses we'll be fighting. I actually forgot about this one. So, hello. Oh, they didn't even try to attack. Perfect. I mean, they did, but too late. Right now, all I want to do is get through really quick, and you could, technically, if you're having a tough time fighting this enemy, you can actually just sit outside this door and attack them from out here, and they can't get out here. But I think it's more fun to actually fight them Ow. Okay. Dang it. So that is the danger of this enemy. Two things there. First, when you're low on health, you can't roll away too easily. They'll probably catch you, and it's kind of tough that way. But second, the thing that got me was frostbite. If you get hit by their weapon, they will start giving you frost. And actually, if you're just near them, I believe. You have to be like really, really close to get frostbite from them like that though. And I think it's based on like their sword or something. Like when they attack, it gives you frostbite or something like that. But yeah, they'll give you frostbite, which if it builds up enough, you'll take a lot of damage. I don't know what they're doing, so I'm just gonna you'll take a lot of damage from frostbite. I believe it's proportionate to your health too. I can't remember if that's frostbite though. I think bleed is the one that's proportionate. There we go. Basically, kind of a mini boss. There are a few more of them in the game. They give you that Urethil. Was that the straight sword? Yeah, Urethil straight sword. That weapon is nice. I like it a lot. Do I have anything good actually? Ooh. Deep battle axe. That's tempting because it has a special type of damage which can be decent. I think I'll stick with the axe type weapons in this playthrough. Like, I'm just going to only use axe type weapons. I think that'll be interesting. But basically, that's one. And then I'll quickly... There is another mini-boss that I'll quickly fight, and I think that'll end the episode for the most part. Yes and no, actually. I'm going to finish the... I'm going to fight that mini-boss, which is going to be good, but... Let's see. So... I'll fight that mini-boss, but then I'm also going to explore the area by them quickly, just because that way I can get all the stuff that's over there before ending the episode. So this elevator also goes up if you go on the correct one. I probably should have said that earlier. And that hints that you can get off in between right there. Sigurd saying, again. But, technically when you go in, it's supposed to show you that there's a way up by Sigurd going up and raising the elevator that was there. Also, this is our friend here. You can make peace with them, and they'll give you a young white branch, which anytime you're by one of those, the white birch trees that Sigurd was talking about, which we didn't actually see one yet. You're supposed to go a different way first, generally. You don't have to, but that's generally just the way that people go first, I think. And you would run into a tree and get shot, so that's how that would be, but... Alright, here we go.
Ah, don't disappear like that, you had me. But thanks to you, an epiphany has struck me square in the head. I've unraveled the riddle of this inscrutable lift.
Yes, you have.
On some days I went up the tower, so I thought, then somehow ended up here. Anyhow, do you see that? That humongous beast? I'm no coward and I've a steady hand, but that thing makes my skin crawl. How now? Think twice before you go down that road.
Okay, so he tells you to think twice, but you can actually fight the giant creature there, and it's not really that much of a problem. And actually, if you go down, Sigurd will help you fight. Just you have to make sure you attack enough, or else
I
Sigurd can die.
Sigurd of the Knights of Katarina, fight by your side.
Also, he is really strong, so if you get hit, it's kind of very likely that you're gonna die. He does a lot of damage. But so does Sigurd. Sigurd does a lot of damage. Yep. I got greedy. Okay. Oh boy. Alright. We're going to, I think I'm gonna end the episode here. We've already gone over 30 minutes, and that's probably a pretty good spot to leave it. And then at the start of the next episode, I'll go and fight that mini-boss again. And I'll probably be able to finish this area in the next episode and fight an actual boss too. So I'm going to leave it here. Thank you all so much for watching. If you liked the video, please feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. And that's about it. I'll see you in the next video.